Hello, and welcome to the Southern Belle NOLA channel. I'm your hostess, Southern Belle, and this is the Monday edition of the Bargains by Belle auction. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. It is such a privilege to be able to broadcast, and I thank you for giving me the great gift of your time, which is one of those things that we never know how much we have and we can't make more of it. So it is precious and dear, and I really appreciate it. So I hope that everybody is doing well. Mondays are always such busy days for me after trying to go through and sort out everything from the snack auction and then get ready for today. And also, a spoiler alert, I did go on a hunt for journals. So we will be having some journals tonight later in the show. So if you're one of those people who's been waiting for journals or wanting to see more journals, I am going to have some of those for you. Can't wait to see what you think of the new ones. I try to find different textures, different colors, different styles. I've also ordered some, but you never know what the quality is going to be when you order things. It's a lot different when you can just reach out and touch it and see it and determine that way, in my opinion, at least when it comes to journals, because it's hard to see, the weight of the paper and that kind of thing. So if y'all would, please, please give me a thumbs up. Also, go ahead and share me out on your YouTube community page, on your Facebook, your Instagram, all your Discords, including mine. Also, share me out on your TikTok, your Twitter, which is now called X. And let me know what y'all would like to see today. I'm so excited to show you the new things. Oh, and look who it is. Oops, maybe I didn't add her. I thought I added her. There she is. Hello, Jane. How is your day going, sweetheart? I want to thank Jane so much for running our chat tonight. I also want to thank Melissa McIntosh for making the list and checking it twice. That is such a help. And we want to let you know that we are looking for additional moderators. So if you've ever wanted to help write the list, if you've wanted to help me come up with ideas for pop-ups, if you want to help me come up with games to market, advertise, I'm always looking for co-hosts as well. So there is room in the Southern Belle squad of mods if anybody or everybody would like to help. So we're going to go ahead and say some hellos. Let me scroll to the top of the chat and see who we have first. Okay, first I see my favorite teenager, Miss Shelby. Hello, Shelby. Thank you so much for coming. I was so busy today. I don't know if I even shared on Discord. You might have to post it on Discord for me and tell everybody that we started. So there's a little assignment to keep Shelby busy. Next, we have Melissa McIntosh. Thank you so much. She does a great job of running my auctions on Saturdays and Sundays. So thank you ever so much, Melissa. Next, I see Red Road Reseller. That's Miss Lena. I know she keeps changing her name, but we love her. The friendship is the same. And Jane, if you do need the help of clicking on Lena's name and dropping her link so that people can resubscribe and find her, she's been a friend to me for so many years and shouts me out in her opening. When she opens a package from me. So if you could help me out with Lena's link, Jane, I'd really appreciate that. Okay, let's see who else we have. So Crafty Jen! Thank you so much. I've been having the best time messaging So Crafty Jen because she is a secret gifter. I don't know if y'all know that secret gifters exist. You know, we hear about secret Santas, but some people are so kind and so generous that they don't wait for Christmas. And they don't always need all of the notice of doing things in front of everybody. Because when you really want to give to somebody, when you really want to do something, you don't always have to do it in front of everybody. So I just gave Melissa the great news that So Crafty Jen has picked out not just one, but two beautiful journals for Melissa. And also, she wanted to get some pens to go along with them. And we've been planning out that special gift. Now, y'all are also going to see some journals as well. So don't think that all the journals are gone, that all the journals are not gone. But I just wanted to shout her out for that kindness. And any of y'all that ever want to be a secret gifter, y'all email me and we can figure out the details and get it to the right person. And anytime somebody already has a box, I can always just add it to their box with a little gift note. Okay, let's see. Who else do we have? Don't want to miss anybody. Y'all make sure and click the thumbs up. Thank you for putting in that link, Jane. Janice, hello, Janice. So great to see you. Janice does a great job of keeping up with our thumbs up. I see we have 10 watching. Hopefully we've already got 10 thumbs to start us out with. Let's see if there's anybody else. Okay, well, let me go ahead and tell you how this works and give you all the legal information. So if you have never made a purchase with me before, go ahead and send me a registration email. Let me know your YouTube name, your real name, and your shipping address. That way I know where to send your items and where to send your invoice. Hi, Chu. Everybody, welcome Chu to the chat. Once you've sent me that registration email, and Jane will put my email address in the chat as well, then you can bid. The way you bid in my chat is in numbers. That way I have a legal representation that you knew how much you were going to be paying on your invoice. I want to let you know that you are obligated to pay for absolutely everything you bid on, that all sales are final, that all items are as is and where is, that the only time you can retract is during an auction. The methods of payment that I accept are a choice of Zelle or PayPal. PayPal is the software by which I make your invoices, but Zelle is actually my preferred method of payment because there are absolutely no fees and it's guaranteed by the banking system. But with PayPal, you can pay with your bank card, your debit card, Visa, MasterCard, Discover, American Express, Venmo, Apple Pay, and a whole bunch more. The method of shipping that I use is called Pirate Ship. Pirate Ship is a discounted shipping service that works with both UPS and USPS in order to get the deepest discounted rates. Those deeply discounted rates are based on 3 criteria: the weight of the package, the dimensions of the package, and the distance from your zip code to mine. So, are y'all ready to get started? I say, laissez le bon temps rouler. Let the good times roll. Roll in your life, roll in your heart, roll in your soul, roll even in your auction purchases. Roll on and on and on. So we're going to get started with a fun round we call Belle's Bargain Bonanza, where everything is going to start at just $1 for choice. So we've got this handy dandy nifty grid, and you can see these cute little charms. There are lots of different ones. Everything from some sacred crosses to some blinged out moons, a Eiffel Tower. We've got some cute little animals from the spiders, which has some cute little rhinestones, to owls, to horses, to sweet little bees. Now, I do want to let you know that N, O, P, and Q are what we call oil slick. So let me raise it up, and hopefully y'all can see there is a color. And once again, the back is going to look a little different from the front. If you get two, you know, the coloring is always going to be a little different. You might be able to see it better on the cactus. So I don't want you to think this is a defect. The oil slick is a variegated type color. So, and the great thing about it is if you like one color better than another, just flip it over to that side that you want to be the front. Some of these I have duplicates, some of these I don't have duplicates. So keep in mind, if you need to ask if I have duplicates, let me know. A bunch of these I do though. I tried to set up the first round where there are duplicates for those people who like to make earrings, or those people who are making charm bracelets and they like the book-ended style, or they like the every other one, so they might be three that match. Hi, Jocelyn. Hi, Lisa. I'm so sorry if anybody else came in and I missed you while I was explaining this first round. Okay, so I believe we have Melissa in for $1. We're looking for $1.10 for choice. Bid it up, bid it up, bid it up, up, bid it up, bid it up, bid it up, up, bid it up, bid it up, bid it up. And as always, y'all can let me know what you'd like to see tonight. Things that were popular in previous auctions, I try to bring back similar items. So when journals were popular, I got more journals. When clothing was popular, I got some other shirts. Spoiler alert, since it's Jane's night, I decided to bring that friend of hers who she's taught me. His name is Jack. And she'll probably be able to type more about them in the chat than I know. And since ribbon was popular, I brought back some more ribbons. These are going to be wider and fancier, though. Hi, Nancy. Everybody welcome Nancy. Okay, for everybody just joining us, we've got an entire grid of $1 charms. Oh, and they've accidentally been sold already. Okay. So these were sold to Melissa. We'll see which one or ones. And y'all make sure when you're ordering to let me know which one, what quantity, and then when you're done, just put done. And right now we are open to second chance offers. Oh wait, Lisa has a pressing testimonial. Even though it's not the snack day, anytime y'all run out of something or need to get more, you can always order. Melissa will take your orders in the chat. I will take your orders on Discord. You can order in the comment of a video, and then everybody who reads those comments see how great it is, and you can email me. But Lisa wants to testify that the coconut macaroons are amazing, and they are often very popular. If anybody else is looking for them, you can get them for $3. And Lisa, is that going to be your next taste testing video? If y'all aren't already following Lisa, Jane's going to drop her link. She tries so many great foods. And spoiler alert, most of them are from me. So if you like the tasty stuff that she's trying, the watermelon Wiley Wallabies, the Daryl Leah licorice, the Mexican street corn version of Pop Daddy pretzels, I, I can help you out. Okay. So in the meanwhile, I'm so sorry. Melissa probably picked while I was shouting out, please tell. All right, let me see if I can scroll up and figure out what it was. Unless somebody just wants, oh, Jane did tell me right here, one spider. Thank you so much for putting it in actual words. That helps me out so much. All right, let me grab a spider. I do have multiple spiders, so I am not out yet. And we'll open this up to anybody else in the chat. All right, look how pretty and blingy these spiders are. So this one's going to Melissa. Yes, I have coconut tips. So, like I said, anything you want to order, just let Melissa know and you can order it in the chat. So, since we're talking about it, I do still have coconut macaroons. I do still have coconut caramel tips. I do still have coconut rolls, and I even have big sacks of coconut flour. Okay, so that's the coconut update. Oh, and I also have the coconut flavor of the Mexican hot chocolate. Ashley, hello, hello. So great to see you. Okay, L times 1. Oh, that's the same one. That's so convenient. Okay, let me grab another one of those. Okay, here it is. For those of y'all wanting a quantity update, I have 2 left after Ashley. The one in a little bag here and the one on display. Okay, anybody else? I'm so glad to see you, Ashley. Thank you so much for coming. Okay, anybody else? And it's so funny. I try to predict what people are going to want. And my prediction, which was clearly wrong, was I thought everybody's going to want this fancy enamel honeybee, which you can see is all molded. I also thought this one might be popular too. The 4-sided, here's the bottom, Eiffel Tower. And just in case I wasn't close enough for any of these, look at the bling on those moons. And I always think the oil spill ones are cool too. Okay, last call for any of these. I invoice every week unless you just have an item or two. So therefore, if you ever just have an item or two, you can always send me an email and say, hey, can I wait and combine? But otherwise, everybody gets packed and invoiced on Wednesday, Thursday. If for some reason you are going out of town or need to change when you get billed or when it's shipped, then just let me know and I can adjust that. But I do ask that once it's packed and sealed, you go ahead and pay so I can ship it out. If it's not yet packed, there is room to negotiate. It can just sit in your bin, but once it's packed, it needs to be paid and go. And I do not open boxes and repack. Once it's packed, that's it. Okay, so hopefully that answers the question. All right, anybody else? And Let me ask you to click the thumbs up. Hopefully, with 15 watching, we're close to 15. Okay, I'm getting ready to scrape these to the side. Want to make sure everybody's all in and all done. Last call on these. And we do one of these $1 rounds at the top of every hour. Although the top of the second hour, we are bringing back by popular demand our trick or treat game. All right, let me move these to the side. Okay, let's see. Where should we start first? Well, how about we start with some journals? Since journals have been popular lately, back up my camera here. Oh, love you too, Nancy. Okay, let's see. These two journals I had at the last auction and they sold out, and a couple of people were like, I liked those. Can't you get some more of those? So I specifically went out retail arbitraging today to try to find more. So these are going to start at $5. This first one, so it's hardcover and purple background. It may look blue, but it's a purple background. Um, it's got lined pages on it. So that's going to be the first option. The second option is this one with the spiral on it. Now, I'm not sure if you can tell, but this is a blue velvet. And Be Happy is written in pink. It's a nice, really thick cover because you could tell it's velvet colored. And here are the pages and the lines inside. So we'll see if anybody missed out on these and wants to get what's available tonight. I will also have some other options that I haven't had before, but since these were popular, I thought y'all might be excited about the duplicate. So looking for $5 starting bid for choice of these popular journals. And then after, I'll show you the new ones I got. Some are more tailored and simple. Some are glamorous and glittery and gorgeous. So just watch what else I have. Halloween journals, or you're looking for other Halloween merchandise? Are you looking for Halloween signs, Halloween runners, Halloween lights? I have plenty of Halloween. Let me know what you'd like to see, Lisa. Just kind of help me narrow it down. If nobody's interested in journals, then we can swap to something else. Good evening, Lady Braven. Okay, well, last call. If there's no interest in journals, we'll just show something else then. All right, let me grab some Halloween then. We won't worry about journals if there's no interest. Oop. Okay. Halloween bags? What does that mean? Oh, you mean like bags to carry candy? I do have one of those. Okay, let me clear these away. All right, here is a huge bag. We're going to start this one at $2. $2. This is the slick kind of bags like you take to grocery stores. You can see it is longer this way, longer than the ruler, and this way it is also way, way, way longer than the ruler. So $2 starting bid. And it says trick or treat. So at the top of the next hour, we're going to have our fun little trick or treat bag. Oh, hi, Sandra. So great to see you. Oh, Sandra, I did have some journals that were a pass earlier, and I also have some to show later if you're still interested in journals. All right, we're going once, going twice. Fair warning, this is a one and done. Okay, first item sold. Well, other than the dollar stuff. Okay, here's the next bag. It's not Halloween. We'll get back to Halloween after, but I wanted to show this other bag as well. This one says filled with joy, which is from Acts 1352. This is a canvas type bag. And it is the kind that has the bottom that comes out. And let me get out my ruler. We're going to start this one at 2. Once again, you can see it is, oops, let me move it over. It's a little bit wider than my ruler. Once again, this way, it's about the size of my ruler as well. Pretty purple color. Something else I like about it, besides the nice, wide, sturdy handles, is it also has this. So if you want to just hang it up by this, you can do that. Okay, Sandra's in for 2. Thank you, thank you. Yes, it is purple. It's a beautiful purple, kind of a lilac shade. So not as light as lavender and not as dark as like a royal purple. I can get a better view of it. Looking for 210. Otherwise, Jane's going to count it down. Nice big bag for either a huge gift or your grocery shopping. Nancy's at 210. Okay. Let's see if Sandra wants to go up to 220. I only have one of these. So no multiples, no duplicates. If you want it, you need to bid. Oh, Jen loves all shades of purple. Lilac is your favorite? Oh, somebody write that down for me. I recently asked that question of Melissa, and Melissa told me that teal is her favorite. So I love learning people's favorite colors. All right, Sanders at 3, Nancy's at 310. Sandra, do you want to go up to 320? Okay, this is the time. Everybody, check your couch cushions for change, for dimes, your washing machine, your husband's pockets. Oh, Sandra's out to Nancy. Okay, so we're going to start to count it down again. Oh, Jen says, well, Belle, lilac is the state flower of New Hampshire. I didn't know that. That's so fun. The state flower for Louisiana is the magnolia. It's also the state flower for Mississippi and a bunch of other states. It could be a church bag where you put your little cardigan sweater because it seems like it's always cold in church, and your Bible and your Sunday school book and all your choir music. I always had one of those church bags. Oh, she's going to use it as a gym bag. That's fantastic. A great way for people to be able to see your faith and be able to share a Bible verse with them. I love that idea. Okay, well, because Halloween was requested, I'll show a few more Halloween items, and y'all feel free to make requests as well. All right. $5. This is a one and done. It has wooden beads as hangers. The frame is wood. It says trick or treat. And all of this sits on top for a 3D look. Each one of these is painted wood as well. This would be fantastic on your front door or above a buffet, an entry table. Totally sets the theme when you walk in the door or enter somebody's house. And Nancy shares, at our first crocheting today, we did a circle stitch. It was hard to me. I'm going to let Jane answer that one because there are so many words and phrases in that I don't know, but I know Jane will type something with her knowledge of crochet that will totally be both encouraging and understanding. It's one of the reasons I adore Jane is while we have a lot of things in common, like our love of the Lord and YouTube and auctions, she also has some totally different hobbies that can help me about things that I know just diddly squat. Okay, so anybody for this wooden high quality trick or treat sign? Just $5. Okay, Lisa's in for 5. And Crochet Queen Kathy has some great advice. She says, practice, 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 which is what all of my voice coaches always told me and what I always told all of my choirs. Oh, and it's good advice. We're going once, going twice, fair warning. And see how great it is when you request what you want, you get to see it. There's only one, Lisa. Only one. Do you still want the one I have, or are you in a situation where you need a matching set? I understand if somebody has two front doors, they might need a matching set. However, Lisa's house has been on YouTube and she does not have two front doors. But if for some reason one isn't, okay, one is. All right, here we go. Next, I have something for the trees. I know a lot of y'all have big trees where you can hang something. If y'all want me to take it out of the package, I will, but it may be hard to get back in the package. So y'all see this kind of a look on the face, the look of surprise from this little Casper. And according to the package, it is a Halloween hanging long garden party. So it's going to be super long. You can tell it's wrapped and wrapped and wrapped and wrapped and wrapped to hang from a tree. If y'all need me to open it, I will. If you need me to measure it, I will. It is so conveniently wrapped. I'm going to start this at just $3. So if you need a big hanging, long, tall, to flow in the breeze of your tree, this can be your designated greeter. Well, for Halloween, your greeter is going to, be shocked by the cute little Halloween costumes coming up the door. Or you might could hang this on the corner of a porch. So once again, if y'all need anything, if you need me to open or measure, I will. But this hangs in a tree. You could also hang this from your flagpole if you have the kind of flagpole that's attached to your house. You could hang it from the clip that you have your Christmas lights on. Okay, Lisa's in for 3. I only have one, so that works out. All right, anybody for 310? Otherwise, Jane's counting. Oh, perfect timing. Love it. I don't like to spend too long on seasonal items, so Jane's reading my mind. Okay. All right. How about some lights next? I have these huge spider lights. These are going to be $5 starting bid. It is 5 feet, huge lit spider web. It has a 60 count light. The lights are LED, and the lights have 8 functions. And they also come with, sorry. They also come with the big plastic spider included. How is that? Okay, and the lights are purple, by the way. See, purple. So $5. Oh, you know what? I thought they were all purple that I had, but I just realized if you prefer orange, I also have orange. So choice of purple or orange. You could put this across the dining room. You could put this across your front door or your garage. So I have two in the purple and one in the orange. I tell you what, if anybody would like to do a buy more, save more, let's do that, Jane. I would sell all three for $10. So $5 each, or all three for the bulk lot price, which we call a buy more, save more here, of $10. Oh, Lisa says side of a house. Yes, that's a great idea. Love it, love it. Anybody want the whole set of three? Laurie'd be kicking herself if she were here. A buy more, save more in Halloween. For those of y'all that don't know, Laurie's late husband just loved Halloween. And they went all out and made special memories for Halloween because that was his thing, and she loved him. Okay, if there's no interest, I'm going to clear these away then. Okay, next, if you thought that those lights were just lights, these lights look like pumpkins. So we're going to start these at $5. In fact, let me see if I can give you a little peeky peek. See, these look like actual pumpkins. I don't want to take them all out because I'll never get them back in. So not just lights, these are actual pumpkins. $5 on these. And we also had lots of Halloween items in my Autumn and August show as well. Okay, Lisa's in the front. Thank you, Lisa. Fair warning. And it looks like Lisa's going to go with one. Okay, here's one for Lisa. I've got one remaining. So if anybody else wants to get in on these, just let me know. Let Jane know. Let Melissa know. Still got just one set left. Anybody else for the last set? Okay, here is a smaller set of lights. Oh, look, these were $6.95. I'm going to start these at just $3. These are large, ultra bright burst lights, 50 count, and these are purple. Now, I don't know why you would have to use these for just Halloween. I personally love purple. I think Jane likes purple too, if I recall correctly. So I don't know why you couldn't just use these for a birthday party or for a bedroom or whatever you want to. Also, as a choice, I've got these little pumpkins. Now, these are battery operated. So these are going to be your two choices this round. The purple that you could really use anytime, and the pumpkin. Oh, wait, Lisa's got an update. Okay, if nobody else wants them, I will take it. It. I'm thinking by the it, correct me if I'm wrong, Jane, she means the other pumpkin light set. Is that right? Melinda and Zane, hello, hello. I'm so glad to see y'all. I know that y'all are busy, 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 and I so love it when you find time to come to my auction. Okay, Jane or Melissa, if I misunderstood the it, y'all let me know. Okay, Sandra's in for 3. And Jane does like purple. I remembered correctly. Okay, Jane's got the sold in there. Wonderful. We're looking for 310. Anybody want to bid it up? Each of these are a one and done. Bid it up, bid it up, bid it up, up, bid it up, bid it up, bid it up, up, bid it up, bid it up, bid it up. Lisa, I'm so glad you suggested this. I'm always glad when any of y'all suggest things in the chat. It helps me so much know what to show. Because I'm glad to show anything. Okay, we are sold to Sandra. Sandra, which one or both? So you can put purple or pumpkin or both. Okay, she's going with the purple. Wonderful choice. Anybody for these pumpkins? They almost look glass, but they are acrylic. But I love that you can kind of see through them even when they're not lit up. And look at those smiling, happy faces. I love that these aren't scary, especially if you have kids.
Hi. Hi, Bill.
Oh,
hi, everyone. Yeah, I was going to say she wants the pumpkins. Hi, everybody.
Okay. Oh, sorry. I grabbed the wrong one. Okay.
No big deal.
Thank you, Jane. I appreciate you keeping me on track. Okay. 2 words look so alike. I just jumped to the wrong conclusion. Okay. Anybody for the purple? These are 50 count. These are LED. These are large ultra burst lights, and they originally sold for $6.97. And they don't have to be for Halloween. They could just be for anybody who likes purple and wants some cool ambient lighting or party lighting. To me, purple is so calming. I could just see turning out the regular lights, putting these in a bedroom, a living room, an office, a prayer room, just turning on the purple and letting that be your time for prayer, for meditation, for listening to some cool Christian music, journaling. So, okay, last call on these then. All right, next I have this whole kit. Not going to open this and take this apart. I think y'all can see that it has lots of bats in it. And the bats are all different sizes. It also has, I kind of made them fall, googly eyes in it. It also has this strong and stretchy entire roll of material to hang them. Some kind of line or cording, and just look at how many you get. Let me see if it says how many there are. I got this whole set at my liquidator. New bats, Halloween, hanging bats decor. Okay, well, it doesn't tell you that much, but hopefully you can see that there are tons and tons and tons in here, and you can hang them up any which way you like. You can add the eyes if you want to, and they're all different sizes. So let's start this one at 3. Started at 3. And you know what else? I think this page back here is some stickers. Yeah, see, there's even stickers you can put on them in addition to the eyes and the entire roll that you hang all of these by. I feel like 3 was probably just the cost of the googly eyes, or 3 is probably just the cost of this strong and stretchy line. So even if for some reason you didn't want to put that up, I think for the eyes and the line, it would probably still be a great bargain. And Jane has a great idea. She says, no reason you couldn't use purple lights on your Christmas tree. She's thinking of doing a mini purple and pink tree this year. Oh, I love that. I have seen pink trees before, and they are so pretty. That would be the ultimate in girly girl, and what better for Haley and Jane than a pink and purple girly girlish tree? Love that idea. Okay, anybody for the hanging back decoration? Last call on this one. All right. Next, I've got this cute sign that says, "Hey." It is all wood. It's very thick, by the way. And it's got 3 little toppers, and these turn. How cute is that? These turn. So for this great decoration for your mantle, your bookcase, your desk, we're going to start it out at $5 starting bid. With the cute little booth or my cute little smiling Casper. It's more cuteness than scary. Any interest? I tell you what, let's do our first price drop of the night. This one's a one and done. Let's drop the price down to $4. Anybody for $4? Price drop, price drop, strong. Okay, last call. We will pass on it then. It will be available on the replay. Okay, next I've got an entire makeup set. We're going to start this one at $3. So look at all the cool effects you can make with it. So whether you're feeling a little like Elphaba, whether you're having a Bram Stoker moment, and I think that's the Jack. I'm not really sure. But look at all of these great colors: black, white, red, blue, yellow, green, orange, and a deep purple. And there's all kind of tips on the back, and there's an application brush as well. $3. So whether you're male or female, even if you're just playing around or doing face painting like at a community fair or a church fair, you don't have to use these to be scary. You could paint little butterflies on cheeks like they do at the fairs, or you could paint cute little flowers. It absolutely could be super sweet and paint face painting kit. That's what I'm trying to say. Oh, leaving it up all year around. That's a lovely idea. Thank you, Melinda, for that great idea. Okay. Next, I have Halloween blending brushes. Now, I have to tell you, I don't know why these have to be for Halloween. Are you going to sit up pretty for me? All right, fine. We're just going to do that. I don't know why these have to be for Halloween, because we need blending brushes all year round for putting on our makeup, whether it's foundation, whether it is blending. Those of you who do bronzer or self-tanner, these are great for that as well. So what does it matter if there's a smiley face Jack underneath or not? I'm going to start these at just $4. I know you're saying, oh, blending sponge should be at least $1, if not $1.50. Because you know those other dollar stores, they sell everything for like $1.50 now. So, but you're going to get the entire set of 6. And I'll be honest, I opened up a pack of these for me, and I use them just any time of the year. Katie Marie, so great to see you. So these could be with your Halloween makeup or just with your everyday makeup. So not even $1 a piece. Okay, last call on these. Next, I've got a Halloween sign. This one is going to start out at just $2. Let me move the camera back. Oops, got a reflection. Sorry. Well, it's a reflection one place or another. Might be worse to have it that way. At least here, the reflection's underneath the tire. We're going to start this out at just $2. And it's a cute little truck that says Happy Halloween. It's brand new and covered in plastic. It does include the hanger here for it. And it is a lavender plaid in the back. How sweet is that? You don't often see lavender plaid. Well, I'm trying to adjust it away from the glare, but it is hard. Maybe I can just kind of hold it. Nope. Nope. Well, hopefully y'all can still see the design. We all know I'm not the best hostess, but I do the best. And we'll give this a minute. And after it's either sold or passed, then at the top of the hour, we're going to have our trick or treat game. And if you've been here before, you know how it works. If not, I'm going to explain it then. Y'all, please, oh, please give a thumbs up. That helps me with the YouTube algorithm and lets YouTube know that you approve of my channel and my content so that they'll share it out. Oh, and Jane says that this would make a center insert for a Halloween wreath. Okay. I love that Jane thinks of things that I would just plumb never think of. And only $2. Oh, I forgot to put the ruler up. Here's the ruler. And let me slide back too so y'all can see how big it is. Because sometimes things look smaller when you're up close. All right, Kathy's in for 2. Thank you for saying that, Jane. I think you are igniting the creativity of some of our viewers. Now, I have to admit, I don't decorate for Halloween either, but I know some of y'all do. I tend to just decorate for fall. I'm kind of surprised Lisa didn't scoop this one up, but she may not still be watching. Okay. Sold to CQ Kathy. Thank you. Thank you. And Kathy says she's going to take Jane's suggestion, and it will be the center of her clothesline wreath. I did not know clothesline wreath was a thing, but I'm sure Jane is nodding, saying, oh, yeah, great idea. She can probably just perfectly picture that. Okay. Let me line these up, and I'm going to remind y'all how these work. So these are going to be $1 for choice because this is the Belle's Bargain Bonanza round. And we give first choices to those people who want to buy them all. And then as I start to run out of this bag or that bag, I will slowly remove them because I only want to sell you the bags that I actually have enough for. So there are 8 total choices, and 3 people can buy all 8 bags. But some of these I only have 3 of. So once the first 3 groups are sold, I'm going to have to remove some, and then you can choose from the ones left. So some of you may not want all 8. Some of you may just want 4 or 3 or 5. But this way, the ones I only have 3 of go to the people who want to buy them all. So that's how it's going to work. And the reason these are called trick or treat bags is some might be a trick and some might be a treat, but only you can decide. And so I'll give you an example. It might be something that has a scent you don't like. When I do regular gift bags and mystery bags, I go to a lot of trouble to only choose neutral scents, to only choose neutral colors, to only choose neutral items. So you might get a hair clip and you don't have long hair. You might get a crafting item and you don't do crafting. You know, it might be something that you don't happen to like, and that's how it's a trick. But there's no like used paper rolls. They are all new items that I would sell at an auction. So it's just whether you happen to personally like it or not, whether it's a trick or treat. Here's another example from the snack auction. Like I had tuna in some of them. Some people like tuna, some people don't. So to some people, tuna was a great treat. Yay, I got lunch. To other people, it's like, tuna. So the trick or treat is all new items that I would sell anyway. It's just whether in your own mind you think it's a trick or treat. But every time I do this, there's always several people in the chat that say, there's no tricks, there's no tricks, it's all treats. So I love it when y'all say that. That has made me smile so much. So anybody want to get all 8? Anybody want to get all 8? And these, of course, are going to be buy it now. Oh, thank you, Jane. But if these turn out to be like the journals and y'all just aren't interested and you want to pass, that's fine too. We can pass. Now, some of you might say, can you just buy one? Here's the deal. I'm always scared of running out. It would be really hard to keep up with, well, I have 6 of this one, and I have 10 of that one, and I have 7 of that one, and I have 3 of that one. And so that's why I try to give y'all the opportunity to buy them all. And then the ones I only have a few of, I will move to the side because I never want to accidentally run out or accidentally oversell more than I have. So, and it would be so hard to keep up with which ones I have what quantity of when there are 8 different items. But if there's no interest, we'll give this a few more seconds and then we'll just clear these off and we'll get back to the auction. And I know Jane is screaming, we're never going to see what's in the bags this way. Sorry, Jane. Sorry. Okay, anybody else for an 8? 8 items for $8. Every bag is worth $1. Any interest? I guess I could do them individually one at a time, but that would take a big chunk of time. Let me ask this before we just totally pass. If I change this to a buy it now, but we went with a speed round, would y'all want to try a buy it now, very limited quantities, but it'd have to be a speed round? I know we don't normally do speed rounds, but because there's been some complaints, I'm willing to try a speed round if y'all are willing to bid speedily. Does anybody want to buy these individually for $1, but only on a speed round. If you want to, put the word speed in the chat and we will speed through these. I'll tell you how many I have. We'll take that number and then we'll go to the next one. And then I'll show all 8 at the end. If you'll want to do this individually as a speed round, I will do that because Jane's here. And Jane is great with speed. I'm sure Melissa is too, don't get me wrong. But you don't throw that at somebody without telling them. And Jane is the kind of person that could totally roll with the speed round because she does $1 speed rounds on other channels. Okay, anybody for speed rounds? All right, if not, then I will clear these off. We'll never see. And we'll just get back to the auction. That's okay. Well, maybe next year I'll think of something more creative. Okay, let's see. Let's go with some t-shirts. Okay, this is Jane's friend Jack, or Tim Burton's friend Jack, Disney's friend Jack. These are going to be $10. They are brand new. It says Tim Burton, Nightmare Before Christmas. And get the whole thing in here. Now, I only have a choice of size extra large and size large. Only those 2 sizes are available. And these are men's sizes. So a men's extra large or a men's large. Now, I don't know if this counts as Halloween, if this counts as Christmas. Y'all want to go back to more Halloween? I'll be glad to keep showing Halloween. Y'all let me know what you'd like to see. Or if you want to go back to journals, if you want to see blankets, if you want to see ribbon, if you want to see hair accessories, y'all just let me know. Okay, we're going to pass on these. All right, let's do a little bit more Halloween since that's been popular. This is glass. And it may look gray on the screen, but it's green. See if I can put my hand behind it. You might see it's green. I'm going to start this one at $6. $6. It is big and gorgeous. $6. Does have some weight to it with it being glass. And this is one of those great decorations that doesn't have to just be for Halloween. It could be for all of fall. It could be for Thanksgiving. I could so see this on somebody's Thanksgiving table as a centerpiece or even on an end table. Even somebody who doesn't celebrate Halloween, God made the pumpkins and bless him for doing so. And Jane says, imagine crocheting some vines and leaves on the top. Okay, like it. Or maybe just putting a bow. I haven't shown ribbon yet, But spoiler alert, how pretty would this ribbon be on a bow at the top? Or maybe this ribbon on a bow on the top? And y'all let me know if you want to keep seeing Halloween or you want to see something else. All right, I'm going to move this aside. All right, how about a mask? Now, in New Orleans, masks are not just for Halloween. Masks are for the whole carnival season. They're for masquerade parties. They're for all kinds of stuff. Let me boost my camera up so you can look down on these. These are going to start at $2. This one is translucent, so you can kind of sort of see it through it. So if you wanted to do makeup underneath, look at the nose. And there is room for your mouth. If you're one of those people that says, I feel like I just can't breathe in a mask, this one specifically has room to breathe. This one is sequins, and y'all can probably see already. It's the kind of sequins where you can turn them and they become silver, or turn them down and they become black. Just look how they work. So you want it to be silver, you want it to be black. So it totally gives it more wearability. I only have one of each. I also love that the eyes are kind of arched on that one. And Jane's right, great to make an instant costume because these could totally go with things you already have. They're not limited to one particular character. Okay, last call then. This will be available on the replay. All right, next let's look at some big rolls of wide ribbon that is wire edged. Oops, I'm too close. Let me back up. Okay, $3 for choice. This I stuck in there. It's called Natural Jute Cord, and there is a ton on here. So there might be somebody who can use that for whatever Jane says you make with it in the chat. I know you can also use it to hang pictures and other things, or you can wrap it around like pots for a nautical look. But I'm sure Jane has other ideas of what you do with it besides nautical things and hanging things. But let's look at these beautiful ribbons. They're all new and still in plastic. Many of these have pumpkins. These two just say country farmhouse, so they're not fall. They can be for any time. And then we have some plaids. Once again, they could be for fall, or they could just be on an everyday gift for somebody who likes orange, or for a guy. Hello, Anne Marie. Welcome. I'm so glad you found my channel. Everybody, welcome, Anne Marie. Thanks so much for joining us for tonight's auction. And Jane says, jute makes a great vine. Just hot glue some decorative leaves on it. Okay. Looking for $3 starting bid for choice of rolls of ribbon. so many decorative and crafty uses. And for those of y'all who are making big projects like a wreath, some of these I have 2 rolls in case that's what the project calls for. You know, with so many rolls, I feel like Jane is probably yelling in the background, buy more, save more, buy more, save more, buy more, save more. I don't know if she really chants like that in the back room, but that's what I perceive her saying. Well, in a Jane voice, it'd probably be like, buy more, save more, buy more, save more. Come on, Belle, buy more, save more. Because her voice is so much more cute than mine is. But I hear you, Jane. I feel you, Jane. So yes, let's do a buy more, save more. Why don't y'all pick out 2 for $5 total? 2 for 5. All right. Let me give you the Cliff Notes version. And this is a live auction, and I show items, and people bid on the items, and then you get billed on Wednesday. You pay, and then I mail it to you. And I'm sure anybody in the chat can probably explain it better. So we combine all of the auctions in a week. Today is the last auction before I bill on Wednesday. So I combine my Saturday auction, my Sunday auction, and my Monday auction. I pack it all into one box. I add up the items all on one invoice. And then I send you the invoice on PayPal. And PayPal lets you pay with your bank card, your debit card, your Visa, MasterCard, Discover, American Express, Venmo, or Apple Pay. And then I ship it off to you. You get the tracking number so you can watch it as it makes its way to you. If you'd like to bid, just send me an email of registration. My email is in the corner of the screen, and Jane's also going to put it in chat. That way I know where to send your bill and where to send the items you win. And I know lots of the YouTube auctions are old, dusty items. That's not me. I sell things that are new here. And I know lots of other ones are from storage lockers. My items are not from storage lockers. And a lot of them have really high priced, fancy sterling jewelry. I sell regular, everyday items that just save people a trip to the store. In fact, my Sunday auction is all snacks, because there's a lot of people that just can't get out, and going to the grocery store can just be so trying and tiresome. And sometimes once you get there, they don't even have what you want, and prices are soaring. So I hope that explains. And anybody in the chat, y'all feel free to explain to Ann, since y'all have all been watching for so many years. Okay, last call on this ribbon. Okay, after ribbon flying off the shelves before, I'm surprised that these are passive, but maybe y'all just don't think you have enough time to make fall stuff. Well, would you like to make some Christmas stuff or winter stuff? Let me show you what I have in Christmas and winter. So if you're looking to get your snowflake on, if you're looking for some plaids, this one says joy, 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 and ho, ho, ho. This one back here says Merry Christmas. But we have others that are plaids or snowflakes. So we will carry over the price as well as the buy more, save more for 2 for $5. And if there's no interest in ribbon, then we can just move on. If anything is still not clear, Anne Marie, you feel free to ask a follow up question. But there is never any pressure to buy. Hang out, watch, talk, chat. You know, QVC and HSN has just gotten so expensive. And when you're watching those shows on TV, you don't get the fun of chatting with the other people who are watching. I love when they discuss the products in the chat. I love when they tell you what they're going to do with it or how they're going to use it. I just feel like that is so super fun. Okay, anybody for this beautiful ribbon? Oh, this one's kind of gossamer. That's why I took it out of the package so y'all could kind of see it. Also, it's got metallic on it. This one kind of looks like a sweater to me. Classic stripes, classic gingham. So several of these don't have to be for Christmas because you don't get more classic than you do with stripes and gingham. Look at this checkerboard. Super cute. Buffalo plaid. And y'all don't forget to click the thumbs up for me, pretty please. Okay, last call on this ribbon. Y'all let me know what you'd like to see. If you want to see more stationery supplies, you want to see more home decor, wallets, fragrances. If you want to go back to journals, if you're ready to look at some jewelry, okay, next I have this huge package of cable ties. It was originally $4. I'm going to ask $2 starting bid for this one. You will see these are UV resistant. They have a tensile strength of 59 pounds. You get 100 in here, and these are 8 inches. Now, I've heard from a lot of people that you can use these in crafting. My late mother used to use these to attach ribbon to wreaths. So that's how originally I found out about these. Now, if for some reason you don't want the clear ones, or maybe you're just specifically looking for the black ones, I do have some in black. These are longer, and you get a few less because they're longer. All right, Lena's in for 2. Thank you, thank you. We are going twice. Okay, we are sold, sold, sold. Okay, Lena's going to go for both. Wonderful. Okay, Okay, next I have a set of notebooks. Look how thick these notebooks are. I also love that they are different colors. I don't know about y'all, but I use these personally for auctions. I have one of stuff that I need to find or that I am planning for an upcoming auction. I have one I use for orders and one for things that people email me about that I've got to look for, I've got to find. And so having different colored notebooks just really helps me a lot. So you're going to get a set of 3, and these are going to be $3 for the entire set of 3. It's new and sealed.
Y'all, these are so great to have around just for to-do list. I know for myself, I cannot not have enough notepads around, and I always need one to write down things I'm constantly needing to remember. Also, I like to have one that's separate from what I buy at the auctions. That way I can be like, oh, didn't I buy that already? I can just look back and, yep, I sure did. So that always is a great thing too. It always helps to keep up with what you're buying. So Lena's in
And
at
these
3.
measure 5 by 8, and they are lined pages as well. And if you live in a multi-person household and you could have each person write their grocery list and you'd know, oh, wait, this was mom's grocery list and this was dad's grocery list and so forth. Also, when you're keeping up with Christmas gifts, you can keep up with, who you got this for, who you got that for. Because I know that my mother always wanted to make sure that there was like the same number of gifts. Oh, it's funny that parents try to be so fair. All right, well, Lena's in for 3. We can go ahead and count this down and then see how many she wants. And then I think I'm going to circle back to journals because after searching for journals, when a couple of y'all asked me about it all day today, I'm just so excited to show the journals I found. Some of these are so elegant and stately and sophisticated, and some of these are so fun and glamorous. 1 pack, okay? Thank you so much, Lena. Anybody else? Okay, last call on these. All right, next, these journals are going to start at $4. So it all started with this one. This one, which is black, it has a leathery type of texture, and in gold, it says Inspire. I had this one at the pop up for stationery, and I sold it, and I went back and got another one, and the lady said, I have a case of these in the back. And I'm like, you have a case? And they say different stuff. And I'm like, oh. Also, I love these because they aren't lined pages. So if you want to use this as a sketchbook, if you want to use this as a doodle book, if you want to use this to make designs, that would be great. So it is nice and thick with it being black with gold lettering. It's going to work for men or women. That's going to be the first choice. Next, if you like this honey color of brown, this one says believe in yourself. And same manufacturer, so it's going to have this color inside, the unlined pages. This is great for a diary, for your goals, for a task that you might want, like a weight loss or like starting a business. So believe in yourself is the next one. Then this one says gold. Beautiful gold metallic. Everybody has goals, and after you reach them, you just set some more goals. And then last but not least are ideas. You know, so often we have an idea, but we have to slowly work it out. You know, the idea might be start a business, but then you have to figure out, well, what are the steps to start a business? And, you know, or even if you break it down to get a logo, get business cards. Each one is, well, logo, you got to decide on what's going to go on it and the letters and the wording of the font. Business cards, you've got to do your research and figure out how many do you need and how much it's going to cost. So you start with the big idea, then you make the smaller ideas, and then you just keep breaking it down until it's in manageable, doable tasks. So these are great quality. They really say words that you're going to want to write down and journal about. And they will work for a man, for a woman, for a teen, for a senior citizen. They'll work for your pastor. They'll work for your son-in-law. They'll work for yourself or your daughter. And the cover has kind of a leathery texture to it. These would also be great Christmas gifts, Father's Day gifts, Mother's Day gifts, birthday gifts. Anytime somebody is starting a new hobby or a new venture, this is a great way of encouraging them by helping them to get their ideas, goals, inspiration down on paper, and to help them believe in their ability to carry it through. Okay, last call on these then. Next, let me show you the two shiny, sparkly, glamorous ones. Look how pretty this one is. That one's a lavender, and this one is pink. So one has a star, one has a heart. They both have like an insert in them, but the insert is connected, so it's never going to come apart. Well, I take it back. It's not connected. You can open it this way if you wanted to. So this one has kind of a little fun leopard, but it's a heart. This one's a little bit more demure with the star, and hopefully you can see that this print inside it is more of a variegated, with it being more pink on this side and more purple on this side. And here's all the pages. These pages are lined. So if you like a lined page, here it is. The back also glittered.
And
So
how much
if you're looking for
same?
sparkly and glamorous, yes, $4 still.
Thank you. These are adorable.
I have to admit, I kept one of these for me
Good
So I
for
know some
you.
of you may say, oh, glitter, that's for a teenager, but I really think that adults can make glitter. Okay, any interest? All right, well, we'll go on to something totally different then. All right, I think these would be lovely for fall or Halloween. I've been wanting to go to a corn maze or to a hayride. These are metal signs, and this is how they stick in to the yard. Not sure if I can get the whole thing in. Hard to stand up on a flat surface. Let me see if I can boost my camera up so that y'all can see the whole thing. Probably not. Let me put my little ruler here. So that's the first 12 inches. But you might live in a place where you just don't have time to plant flowers, or you just don't have time to water, or maybe you just don't get enough sunlight where you are to grow your flowers. Well, just stick this in. You know, you put in something plastic or silk, it's going to get torn up by the weather. People are going to say, ha, 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 that's a fake flower. Well, this is metal, and people will say, oh, nobody will be criticizing you for it being fake because they're like, oh, that looks like sculpted metal. To me, it is so funny how metal, everybody loves it, but yet you put in anything plastic or silk, and the neighbors are all gossiping about you. I just don't understand that. I think decor is decor. If it's pretty, it's pretty. So
Mm-hmm.
that's just me.
How much is this one?
Just $2.
Oh, what a
And
great
if you
deal.
if you think it's lonely, I do have two.
Oh,
So it can have a friend or have a sister. Well, I have a twin.
and y'all, these are always so cute around your mailbox. Sometimes it's hard to get little flowers to grow around your mailbox because I know here the mail people are not very careful. So sometimes they run up on the curb and they might run over the flowers. So these are always nice. I usually put metal ones out beside my mailbox.
Ah,
Yep.
and y'all let me know what you'd like to see. All right, well, let's clear this off. These will be available on the replay. All right, let's go in a totally different direction. Um, I have this quick and easy posture corrector. Now, I did open this up and look in it because the box was torn. And anytime I get something at the liquidator, I always want to look in it. But you'll see it's in great condition. It's just a torn box. But because the box is torn, I'm going to start this one at just $5. So this says that it relieves neck and back and shoulder strain, that it helps you to align your back and spine, that it's light and comfortable, and it's invisible under clothing. And it shows this guy where he is kind of curved here. And then with it on, he is just standing up straight as can be. It says that it is copper infused. On the back, here's how it works on a woman. Once again, this woman is just slightly bent forward, but yet she puts it on and she is standing up so much better. It says you'll look better and feel better and live better. And it says great for home, for work, driving, gym, and more. And it is as seen on TV. So if you get this, I'm sure you could Google it and find out all of the details and attributes. So $5 starting bid for this posture doctor. I can't make anything stand tonight. There we go. Anybody want to correct your posture before it gets too bad? So many times, you've heard that old saying, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. This could be a great solution before it gets out of hand. Y'all remember at the top of the hour, we're going to have another $1 round. And I'm thinking we might show some writing pens tonight. What do y'all think? Writing pens sound good? All right, we're going to pass on this. How about a crafty item? This says stencil wheel. Now, I'm not really sure how this is a wheel. Maybe Jane can tell. The part you can see here says start every day with a smile. But if you lift this up, oh, wait, I figured out how it's a wheel. Never mind. Then you turn it and you see good things are going to happen. I didn't think a square could be a wheel, but it's because it's on a center wheel. I got it now. Sorry, I'm a little slow with crap. This says, today I choose joy. And I truly hope y'all can say that every day. Sometimes we have hard days, but joy is a choice. And for me, the joy is in Jesus. And then the last time you turn the wheel and it says, love it the same. Love is the same as having wings. Aw. Love is the same as having wings. So this is going to be $3, and this is how it's a wheel. You turn it to the one you want. You get 4 great things. Oh, I can show some blankets next. Absolutely.
What a great suggestion, Katie Marie. I love blankets also. It's almost blanket time, but it'll be a little bit still for here in Georgia, but it's still pretty warm here.
I tell you what, I'm going to put one other thing up for bid so that it will be a choice, and I'm going to grab the blankets. This is a 12 by 12 light hold cutting mat. Now, I have no idea what this means. This is what it looks like. The markdown price was $5. So now you have 2 crafting items to choose from, and Jane's going to talk you through it while I grab some blankets.
Wow, Melissa, that is just blows my mind. I know you guys get the cooler weather way before we do, but I can't believe that you've already had the heat on. Melissa's in at 3. We're looking for $3.10 or more, you guys. Katie Marie says definitely still too hot where I am too, but I can't resist a blanket. I love blankets too, Katie Marie.
Can I admit that I still have the air on literally right now because it's that hot. I have the air on and I have fans on.
Yes.
What about you, Jane?
Yes, ma'am. Ours is running as we speak.
Oh, 77 sounds so lovely though. Okay, well, last call on these. All right, these blankets are going to be $10 for choice.
Oh, hold
And
on, Belle. Hold on. Melissa's
oh wait,
in. Yeah,
I'm so sorry. Okay.
it's okay. I'm calling it down now. So,
And Katie Marie, I had a whole pop-up auction 2 weeks ago called Cold is Coming. And we had blankets, we had fuzzy socks, we had hot chocolate, even Mexican hot chocolate, all kinds of great cold weather items. So if you don't see what you want tonight, please, oh please, go back and look at that auction. You might just find what you're looking for. Okay, cutting mat. Well, I'm glad I threw that other option on. Anybody else for the crafting wheel of stencils? All right, let me show you some blankets. All right, here is the first one. If you like pretty and pink, if you like sparkle and metallics, this one literally says metallic. These are all going to be 50 by 60 tonight. And just look at the beautiful metallics. I hope it's coming through. This is a pretty blush pink. This will be your first option. And for those of you that say, well, I'm not really into pink, do you have something more neutral? Well, here it is in gray. It's still got kind of a texture to it, but this one is super soft. And you know, when it says super soft on the label, well, it just has to be super soft. So $10 for choice on those. And then after, I'll show you some animal ones.
I'm sorry, Belle. What was the start?
$10.
Thank you. Katie Marie says, I'll go check that out. It was around the same time of the stationery pop-up last week. I was still at work, but I'll go back. That's a great idea.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and show them now that I grabbed them. But I was so blessed to have 2 pop-ups in a row. This week, I don't have any ideas for a pop-up, although if there's something y'all would like to see for a pop-up, sometimes Haley can just hook me up with a quick thumbnail. But last Thursday's pop-up was stationery, and it was the Thursday before where I had Cold is Coming. Colleen, hello. Thank you so much for coming out to support me.
Hi,
Everybody,
Auntie.
welcome Colleen.
Love you.
Love you too, Colleen. Okay, last call on these. Let me show you what other items. If y'all are saying, well, solid colors, nah, I need something more personable. I understand. How about some cute animals? Okay, if you like animals, let me show you a cat one first. Look at this one. And you'll see all different kinds of cats. Kind of makes me wish Kitty were here tonight. We always miss Kitty. All right, so this is the first one. And once again, this is super soft, and these are all still 50 by 60. Next, if you're saying, I like cats, but I'm not into blue. Hello, Beth. I'm so glad you found my channel. Welcome. Always love having new people in the chat. Now, this one has blonde kitties, but they are in the roses. And sometimes looking at the actual blanket tells more of a story. Looking at it this way, it looks like it's more earth tones, but looking at the actual blanket, you see it's got a lot of the pinks and reds in it. So this is going to be your second choice.
And are these still a start of 10, Belle?
Yes, all the
Okay.
blankets tonight are start of 10. I sold all the smaller kitty ones and travel ones off at the pop-up. Sometimes that just happens. Okay, next I have these cute little puppies. It's a trio of puppies. three gorgeous colors of puppies. Once again, it's a soft throw. But if you prefer your puppies to be full-grown dogs, look at these full-grown dogs. And look, their paws are crossed because they're on their best behavior.
Oh, those are Labradors. Look at them, y'all. They're so cute. The chocolate lab, the black lab, and the yellow lab. So
So
cute.
there's two cat options and two dog options. Let's see if anybody finds these worthy of $10. But that's not all. We will show you some other options. Also, if anybody needs one that there's a duplicate, I do have two of the dogs in case maybe you have kids with twin beds and you need matching. I do also have duplicates of some of the solid colored ones. Okay, Katie Marie's in for 10. Thank you so much, Katie Marie. Oh, and Jen says black labs are the best. I'm so glad you're still watching. I was wondering. I hadn't seen you comment in a while. I hoped you were seeing the journals. Okay, we are sold to Katie Marie. Let's see which one or ones. And I always think of blankets as a great gift. Who doesn't want to snuggle with a blanket for Christmas, for New Year's, while sitting in the stands of a cold football game, or even if you broke up with your boyfriend? Okay, the blue cat one. Excellent choice. No, no, no. You stay there. You weren't chosen yet. Okay. Oh, look at this cute little smiling face here. You're going to love this one. All right. Anybody else? We've still got this cat one with all the beautiful roses. We've got the adult dogs and we've got the little puppy dogs. Okay, last call on these then. Okay, next, same price, different animals. All right, if you like horses, look at these magnificent creatures. And it's got beautiful blues and greens in it as well. That's going to be the first choice. Next, it's kind of a wolf, kind of a dog, kind of a whatever Jane puts it in the chat as. And look at this beautiful background as well. So if you like earth tones, if you like some sky blues, here is a great one. Beautiful winter scene. And last but not least, if you like camo, if you like name brands, this one is Realtree Edge. I know it should be more, but it's simpler, just do the same pricing for everything. I only have one of these. This one is velvet. It's velvet. It's name brand. Here's what it looks like. It is this kind of camo type print. All right, there's the three opportunities this round. And, you know, even guys like to cozy up with a blanket. And these with animals are so guy friendly. And then after this, I'll show you a couple more that are solid color. And then at the top of the hour, we're going to go to our next Belle's Bargain Bonanza round, and I'm going to do some ink pens. Okay, anybody for the horse, I want to say husky dog, but it might be a wolf, or the velvet Realtree Edge camo type print?
Yeah,
Great
that
for those
middle
outdoorsmen or hunters.
middle one is a wolf.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, shout out to Craig, our Diamond King Bellarino. I wish I had shown that while he was here. But we've been missing him. You watch the replay. Shout out, Craig. Okay. Oh, I shouldn't say it in case she's listening. It's an Australian Shepherd Corgi mix. Nice. Sometime you'll have to upload a little picture of her to our Discord so we can all see her sweet face.
I sure will. She's a mess.
Right. Oh, well. Aren't we all? All right, here is another metallic throw. This one is kind of a light sky blue, kind of a platinum color. But if you liked the metallic before from the blush colored, this is the glamorous version of blanket. Next one is, it may look brown on screen, but it's maroon, and it is super soft. And it might be somebody's favorite football colors. You just never know. All right, next, this one is embossed. I'm not sure if you can see the embossed print on it. A lot of times it just does not show with the tone-on-tone nature of YouTube. But this one is a sage or olive color green. Very guy-friendly. Hi, Quaymar. Quaymar's on the other side of the globe. So it's morning in Quaymar's country. But thank you so much for stopping by to give me an extra view and thumb. And then last but not least, if you just need a neutral, this one is a classic beige. Classic beige. If you're giving it as a gift and you don't know if it's going to match somebody's decor, if you want it to go with anything, go with the beige. Can't go wrong with beige. Looking for $10 starting bid. Get your bids in, and then after we've given these a few minutes, we're going to go to our $1 round for top of the hour. But these are so soft. When they say soft, they are truly correct. I could just sit here and pat, pat, pat. And there's just something so comforting about a blanket. Even if you have to turn on your fan so that you can cover yourself in a blanket.
Yes, agree. So much.
It's like a hug.
Sure is.
Okay, well, last call on these then. And I know Katie Marie is going to be excited about pens. She's a lady that loves stationery. And Katie Marie, never be afraid to suggest or request. Hopefully showing these blankets shows it works out great when you suggest or request. Because I am not a mind reader, but sometimes I do remember, oh yeah, this person likes this or that person likes that. So one of the things I did remember about you is that you tend to like stationery. All right, so let me get out my little velvet drawer holder. And this was actually made by my late mother. She actually lined all of these velvet drawers, and this is where and how she stored her brooches because she was scared that brooches would scrape. Of course, now there are lots of jewelry boxes that just come velvet lined, but that wasn't always the case. All right, let me see if I can reach this. And if there's a certain type of pen y'all want to see, well, let me know. Everything is going to start out at just $1 for choice. Okay. First, we're going to start out with these cute little cats. Since cats have been popular tonight, might have too much light. Look at this sweet little cat. Oh, and look, there is a tail and a foot at the bottom. Love that. So here's the pink one.
Oh, that little tail is so cute. Oh my goodness.
Here's the
Look
aqua
at
one. And she has a little bow. So I guess that's how you tell the girly ones. I don't quite know.
So cute.
I think they're all cute. Here's the white one. Oh, and look, she's winking
Oh
at
my
you.
goodness, that's
Wink, wink.
adorable. Oh my. Y'all, these are adorable.
Here's the beige one. Okay, next for our budding photographers, we've got this one, this one. It has the blue ears, yellow, gray. And remember, anytime y'all see one that's worthy of $1, you can go ahead and get your one in there. You don't have to wait till I've shown everyone. Okay, next. This one looks like a cute little lollipop. Lollipop, lollipop, oh, lolly, 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 lollipop. Sorry. Okay, and this one is pink. If you like dinos, I've got this cute little orange dino. And here's the blue version of that dino. I also have dinos that are more tall rather than wide. There's a green dino. A purple panda, a green panda, a classic panda, here is a paw print, a paw print of a darker color because all colors are beautiful. All right, looking for just $1 for choice. Some of these have multiple, some of these don't. I feel like my camera's too low. Let's raise it up a little bit. I think that's better. Anybody for $1? I feel like there's a gap down here, so I'm also going to show you I have these gorgeous red heart pens. which will fit right here because they're a little shorter. And
Katie Marie's in at 1. We need $1.10 or more.
yay.
Yay. I know, I don't know how you can pass these up, you guys. Look at the kitties. I think they're just so cute. I have not seen those yet. So adorable.
I'm also going to add this little star one here because it's a little shorter too and it'll fit in here. Fit it up, fit it up, fit it up, up, fit it up, fit it up, fit it up, up, fit it up, fit it up, fit it up. We're looking for only $1.10.
Katie Marie, normally what we do is just
Go ahead.
count from left to right of the ones that you would like. So if you'll do that, that would help us so very much.
Because while I'm awful with numbers, Jane is great with numbers. And when she can talk me through it, I actually get the right one. Also, let us know about quantities because I know sometimes people need multiples. And some of these, I have multiples.
And chat is Katie Marie's going to make our first choices, and then it's open to all of you. So just come in as you would like. And Katie Marie, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 14, Katie Marie, I have as the blue dino. Is that correct?
Wait, I thought it was 1 times 14, so she was getting one of each.
Oh, is that it?
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. Just let us know, Katie Marie. Hi, Laurie.
And if you want to use your words, feel free. Oh, yes, Laurie, at the beginning, I had a bunch of Halloween stuff. Lisa wanted me to tell you.
I thought about you too, Laurie.
Well, Lisa requested it. So, I love it when y'all are bold enough to request, whether it was Katie being nice enough to request blankets or Lisa being nice enough to request Halloween. I also had a bunch of journals. Oh, no worries. Typos are okay. Jane's a professional and she still makes typos every blue moon.
Oh, always.
Okay, blue dino. There we go. The blue dino is a one and done. So I'm so glad that you were the top bid. So you got the one I wanted before it sold out. You got the one you wanted before it sold out. Okay. And then she's done. All right. Wonderful. Anybody else? I can't believe these sold for just $1. So often these get bid up. Don't want to pass up on this.
The orange dino pen I have at home has a friend now. Oh, that's so sweet.
Oh, that is. So remind me, did you get this orange dino pen before or this one? I'm trying to remember. I have the hardest time remembering who bought what.
Belle, could I get the pink kitty and the white kitty, please?
Yes,
Thank
Absolutely.
you.
And Melissa, put these down as a 0. They're going to be my gift to Jane for modding.
Aw, thank you, Belle. You do not need to do that.
Oh, it's my joy.
Thank you. Katie, you got the long dino before?
Oh, okay, good.
Lena, you want the green dino and his neighbor orange dino. Aw, so the green and the
Oh,
orange. So
such a
sweet.
cute little couple, right?
Yes. That's so
Okay,
cute.
wonderful. All right, well, here's the thing. I ran out of room. I do also have a brown. So if you happen to want the brown to keep them company, I should have showed the brown, y'all. I'm sorry.
Oh, you can show it now.
He
Just that.
camouflaged.
Yes.
He got camouflaged in the other pens that there wasn't room for. She can't show all of the pens. So if anybody, since dinosaurs seem to be popular, wanted to add on the brown, y'all can let Jane know.
Lena wants the brown.
Okay, let me open up her
So
stack and put
cute.
it in.
Those are adorable. The dinos are really popular with you guys. So
I might have
cute.
to order some more dinos. I had no idea. I never know what's going to be popular and what isn't.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes I think that I'm ordering variety, and then it is less variety than I think.
I know.
Oh,
Look at the one
it's
little
hard to
dino
believe.
left on there, y'all. So cute. These are just
And
adorable.
that one dino that's left, he does have a twinsy. So if anybody needs a
Oh,
stat, he does have a twinsy. So
Lena, you want the
likewise, the
oh, go
cats have
ahead.
twinsies and the cameras have some twinsies.
Lena will take the pink kitty pen with the black paw print. That's so cute together, Lena. Oh my
Okay.
goodness. Look
Now,
at
y'all may
that.
be noticing I'm not pulling these off just because I have multiples. So I have a whole pack down here of those. So that's why I'm not pulling them off. But those are ones I had to buy in bulk. But I just thought between them being so cute and having the little tail that, and this is one of the few times it's okay to look at tail, but I just thought this was so cute. So cute.
Oh, adorable.
And I thought it was such a great idea because we see pins so much with that long kind of manly clip. So I love that they found a way to make it into a cutesy little cattail clip.
Y'all, these are such a great deal. Lots of times the pins definitely get bitted. Is bitted a word? Bitted up.
Yeah, I think that
Yeah.
it is a word.
Oh, their stocking stuffer. That's so cute.
I love that, Lena.
Yes.
Okay, anybody else? Anything else y'all want to see tonight? Oh, but the kitties are yours. Okay, I love that. Do y'all want to look at a little jewelry tonight? Or do y'all want to see more stationery? Do you want to see some table runners, wallets, fragrances? Y'all let me know.
Well, Nancy, the pins are the BBB round, and that they're just ended at $1. So if you're interested in any of those, jump straight in.
Let
And
me give
we've
you a
shown
little close up here of these
blankets.
packs.
So cute. You're welcome, Lena. Nancy, we showed blankets and Halloween decor. So
Journal,
many cute things. Journals, brand new journals that are gorgeous.
rolls of ribbon.
Yes. The ribbon, y'all. I mean, that is such a great deal.
We kind of washed out at the trick or treat though. But if anybody ever wants to circle back to my
Mm-hmm.
stupid trick or treat game, but some nights it was fun, not necessarily for anybody or everybody's audience. So y'all let me know what you might like to see. I love to show what y'all want to request. And I think the best moments of the auction were when Lisa made requests, Katie Marie made requests. So that's why I tried to tell y'all some of the things I have sitting out on the ready for y'all. You did, but you can watch the replay. I had multiple rounds of journals and multiple rounds of ribbon, and they were all passes. So the great thing about watching it is nobody can bid it up. You can get it all for the starting bid, right, Jane? All right,
Yeah.
let me pass on these, and I want to show
Okay.
y'all some pretty bracelets. And spoiler alert to my butterfly girls, these bracelets are gonna have butterflies. But God made butterflies, and God made the butterfly appreciators. So I think it's all going to be good. They also have gemstone chips in them. So let me show these to y'all. Here is the first one. This one has turquoise gemstone chips in it, and I actually had it backwards because look at the beautiful detail. So, and here's all the little chips. And I also got it in amethyst because I just thought it was so pretty. I wanted it in two different materials. Let me lay it down instead of try to hold it up. I think it's going to show better. So it has a lobster claw clasp with an extender. And we're going to start these at just $5. Let me see if I can give you a better view one at a time. Here's a gorgeous dangle. One of the things I love about amethyst, besides it being mined in Georgia, is the fact that it comes in so many shades, from really light to really dark. And I even love that there's more butterflies on the sides as well. Here is, they're new. It's got a little bit of a tag yet. Here is the lobster claw, and here's the long extended. I have it on the longest setting right now, just for showing purposes, but of course you could make it smaller. Here's a look at the turquoise. I, of course, only have one of each. These do have a bit of weight because of the gemstone chips to them. So $5 for choice. And I think these might even look pretty worn together. So many times people will cluster or group bracelets, and I just think that these would be gorgeous worn together, even, or just one. Sometimes, depending on the sizing of your ankles, you can even wear them as an ankle bracelet, which is especially pretty when you're wearing capris. And I think of this as capri weather because now that we're in the 80s instead of the 90s, although it was really a hot, sweaty in the 80s today, because when we have rain, you'd think it cools you off. But in the 80s and 90s, it's just hot and sticky and muggy and humid. Um, but still, nonetheless, I think Jane will agree 80s are better than 90s. And it's a great time for capris because you're still covered and still modest, but it lets your, ankles breathe a little bit.
Oh, yes. Do y'all see these gorgeous bracelets? Ah, I'm over here making lots of noises. These are beautiful. So pretty.
Well, can't go down any lower than 5. So there's no interest. We will pass. Carla, who we've been missing, may be remiss when she sees that she missed this necklace. Boom! Anybody like dragon? It would work for a woman or a man. It's in a bronze tone. In a bronze tone, so neither silver nor gold.
I'm sorry, how much for this one?
We're gonna start this one at 8.
8. Perfect.
Jane's not waking the house up. Jane owns the house. She's the lady of the house. She can do what she wants to.
But sometimes I do wake people up. That's for sure, Shelby, because I get really excited. Aw, God bless you too, Lena. Sweet dreams.
Oh, we'll miss you. Thanks so much for stopping by. You'll get a invoice on Wednesday. I'm sure if she accidentally wakes Haley up, Haley's just like, Mom, do you need some more iced coffee before I go back to bed?
Yeah, sometimes she's wondering what in the world is happening.
Or maybe it's, Mom, did you just buy something again? I thought you were just nodding. I don't know. She probably doesn't say that. Oh,
Funny.
okay. Any interest? I bet Craig would have liked this too. Sometimes you just don't happen to have the right people in the room for it, and that's okay. That's why I always say, well, what would y'all like to see? So, how about something? Let's see. What else do I have? Okay, this is a pretty gemstone as well. These, I believe, are called drusies. And look at the sparkle on these. Anytime you have druzy, it's going to be a rough texture, but it's a rough texture of a mineral or a crystal. I believe this is a rose quartz, but I'm not a gemologist. I'm going to start these at $5. Oh, hold your glasses. Okay, wonderful. Tell you what, I'm going to put these down here and bring the camera down here rather than trying to hold stuff. Why would I want to hold stuff?
How much on these, Belle?
$5.
Thank you. And Lady B, that is right for that necklace. It had the little circular part at the pendant, and that could hold your glasses. That was, yep.
I just found something out, Jane.
What?
Jane, we didn't look at the back. Would anybody like to see the back?
I would. Ooh.
Now, I don't know what this means. Maybe Jane knows what this means.
I believe that is, I believe it's a video game. Final Fantasy 5. Is that 5 or 7? I can't tell. I don't know what that word is. Children. I bet Lady B knows what that is. It's a video game, correct, Lady B?
Okay. Well, if you have any information on it for future sales, so I price it right, you just send it to me after the auction then, so I don't make some kind of terrible mistake.
I know.
But I didn't realize until I was putting it away that it was secretly a marked piece. Oops, oops, oops. I tell you what, I'm gonna make these earrings for choice. So let me back up the camera. And we're going to add these gorgeous lion dangles. So if you want to be king of the jungle, a lioness, if you want to roar with all your power and some bling, these are also going to be a choice. Or if you like some dainty turquoise tassels, I'm going to make those a choice as well. Let me just back up the camera. These are going to be your choices. Oh, and one more choice. I think I can fit one more choice in. Open these from their package. I have some beautiful butterflies. So I think these will fit in the frame too. Okay, so now you have 4 choices at the $5 price. I don't know if anybody who wears earrings just happens to be here. Just thought I would throw some up in case. Laurie's in for 5. None of these are clip-ons. None of these are clip-ons. All right, we're looking for 510. Any interest?
Thank you, Lady B. I knew that you would know about that, and I didn't know that word was Advent. I thought it said something else, so thank you.
That is so good to know. I appreciate you helping out. Lady B is so knowledgeable. Okay, we are sold. Congratulations, Laurie. Ooh, she's going to take the lion. I bet these would be totally possible to convert. Don't you think so, Jane? And those would look so pretty with Laurie's blonde hair.
Yes, those are the ones I knew she was going to pick.
Oh,
I was
you
over
knew?
here going,
You knew?
yeah, I was over here going, lions, lions, lions.
Laurie does like a dangle, but she also has the ability to redo jewelry. So I thought, she might make these into 2 pendants. So,
Oh, that's
okay.
adorable.
Anybody else? Okay, last call on these. And you know what we forgot to tell about at the beginning of the auction is what next Monday is. Does anybody in the chat know what next Monday is? While I clear these away and set up the next earrings. So I might as well show some more earrings while we're doing this, right, Jane?
Yes.
Anybody know what next Monday is? If so, put it in the chat. Put it in the chat.
It has something to do with a ship.
I tell you what, Jane, put an icon in the chat real quick and we will. Okay, well, never mind. I was going to turn it into a giveaway, but Melissa has put the correct answer. It is Columbus Day. So for Columbus Day, we are going to bring back, and it was actually Kitty's idea, the Belle's bonus buys. So every time you buy something or send a super chat of $5 or more, you will get an opportunity for a bonus buy. And you get to choose whether it's a $5 bonus buy or a $3 bonus buy. And you can even steer me to a category you like. And there is never a pressure to buy. You can just decline it, and that's fine too. All right, still $5 for choice. But once again, that's not till next Monday. And I might even send Jane some fun facts. Who knows? If I can find some fun facts, just like she was great on Bastille Day, we might let Jane ask y'all some questions and maybe give away some stuff. So
Lady
we'll have
B.
to see if I can find that.
Sorry, Lady B's taking the Final Fantasy necklace.
Okay. All right.
That's amazing, Lady B.
The power of selling things that you don't know about.
Uh-huh.
I pulled
Yes.
a Colleen. I pulled a Colleen. Now I know how they figure out how they feel. Oh, wait, I didn't notice that. I never thought I'd be the person saying that because I sit there and laugh when they do that. And I'm like, oh no, I have now done that. So
Yes.
I've joined the Oopsie Club. But I'm so glad Lady Braven got something so special and so worthwhile. Okay,
Yes.
here's the next one. These are some beautiful insets here. So beautiful swirls. And once again, if y'all wanted to just take these off, you could lift these off and they would be pendants. So even I think, could probably lift these off because look how easily they come off. It's just kind of on a hanger. You see what I'm saying, Jane?
Oh, yes.
Okay. So there's the second one. I feel like I'm so far away. All right. Next, for those of you who might like Southwest items, maybe you're in Texas, maybe you're in Wyoming, maybe you just like country stuff. I'm going to put these out there for you. And I don't think I can fit another one in. I think it'd be cramming. So I'll put just those three up and I'll keep changing them out if y'all are interested.
Are these, I'm sorry.
It's sitting on her hands.
Aw. Are these starting at 5 also, Belle? I'm sorry.
Yeah, all the earrings are just going to be 5. So that'll make your life easier. I'm sorry, I thought I had said that. I'm sorry.
Lady B, that's so sweet.
Well, I had no idea that you liked those. So I love learning about people's likes and dislikes, favorites, collections. That's always so interesting to me. Any interest on these? Okay, we're going to pass on these then. I tell you what, before we pass on these, I'm going to go down to 4. Price drop, price drop. That's the great thing about the end of the auction. I'm in a mood to sell stuff. We know there's not much time left. So let's price drop. What do you say, Jane? Down to 4?
Sounds great. And what an incredible deal, you guys. Look at these.
Maybe I have too much light. Maybe not.
Yeah, the light's much better.
Okay, well, we will push these aside. And we might as well just stay with the $4 price point. Next, I have these. Look at those beautiful little gemstones of amethyst. And these are clip-ons, and they have the clip-on little silicone pad, which makes it so comfy to wear on your ears. I personally, I don't know if y'all know this about me, but my ears aren't pierced. And I don't wear earrings too often because they just mash my ears and make them hurt. But when I do, I look for the earrings that have these little silicone pads. So this is going to be the first choice. Second choice, look at these little darlings. The little citrine eyes, those little button noses. Boop, boop. Okay, that's going to be the next choice. Then for those of y'all who like bling, look at the bling on these. It is bling, bling, and more bling. And I'm hoping I can sneak these in. These are rounded. They're not really a hoop. So if you're saying, oh, I don't wear a hoop is too young for me. These are just rounded. They're not a hoop. And they are blingy, and they've got some brown on them, perfect for fall.
Belle, have you ever tried the magnetic earrings?
I did not know there were magnetic earrings.
Yes, because Haley does not have pierced ears either.
Where'd you find magnetic earrings? Where'd you get magnetic earrings? If there's a magnetic earring manufacturer, send me some.
I know.
Seriously, I did not know that existed. I knew there were magnetic eyelashes, but not magnetic earrings.
Yes.
You're going to have to send me some links.
Okay, I sure will, because she can't do the little regular clasp on the clips either, and the magnetic ones worked perfectly. So yes,
I love that idea. I love that idea. Leave it to Haley to find yet another thing she and I have in common where she could help me out.
And I don't know, normally S925 means sterling, and I see one of those pairs has S925, and I'm not claiming that it's sterling, but that is normally what that means, you guys. So I'm not sure that Belle saw that before. But I'm telling you all right now,
I don't have a way to test anything. So
$4 is a great deal. Yeah.
Oh my, yes, there would be. So once again, without being able to test anything,
yeah, don't pass up a great, incredible deal like that.
What's that Colleen says? I hate to use other people's catchphrases, but since Colleen's in the chat, what does she say? Steal these from me. Steal these from me. This is your opportunity to steal these from me. This is why I don't sell much jewelry and don't sell very often. But this is the great thing about coming in at the end of the auction. When I'm tired, when I'm hungry, when I'm thinking about potting, when I'm looking to see, should I go another hour or should I save my StreamYards minutes?
No, yes.
Okay. Last call on these then. If there's no interest, maybe somebody will get them on the replay because I do honor the replay opportunities. Okay, this is going to sound crazy, but I'm going down to $3. $3. And the choices are going to be this brand new butterfly necklace, this brand new butterfly necklace,
Lady B,
sparkly danglers.
Oh, those are beautiful. Lady B, I knew that you would love those owls. I'm getting to know your personality more and more. So when I see something, right when she laid them down, I actually said Lady B again because I thought you would love those. Yes.
And then the final pair is going to be these. Such a
Oh, wow.
pretty green stone.
Hi, Anna. Welcome in. Love you.
Hi, Anna. All right. So only $3, and you've got two gorgeous sparkly choices in earrings, two brand new butterfly necklaces, and in case you wear pierced earrings, but you keep losing those little rubber backs, I'm also going to include an entire 50 pack of rubber earring backs.
Oh, that's a
So
great
that's not
deal.
even 10 cents. Not even
Mhm.
10 cents each for these. So if you're one of those people that it falls on the floor and you're like, it's just not worth it to get on my hands and knees and look for something that's basically invisible. I'll just buy some
Mhm.
more. My knees and my mobility is worth more than hunting for that. Now, if it was sterling or gold, you probably should get down there and look for it. But when it is, plastic or silicone or whatever these are made from. So just $3. And after this, I am going to show what I think is the nicest and prettiest pair of earrings of the night. So
Mm.
if you thought some of the other earrings were pretty, and they were, I'm excited to show you what I think. It's just my personal taste. I may be more showy than some of y'all. I might be more girly than some of y'all, and that's okay. God made us all just as we are supposed to be. Okay, last call. I'm so glad you're here, Anna. I love that you're making it a habit. Now, if only we could get you here a little closer to the beginning of the start of the show. But y'all can always go back and watch what you missed. If I had the ability to like cut and send clips, I would. Because I'd love for Nancy to be able to see the ribbons and the journal. Because there's a couple of them especially that I thought you'd like, and a couple I thought Laurie would like too. All right, well, let me move these aside, and I'm going to show y'all what I think is the prettiest pair of earrings. And if not, y'all can just say, nah, I thought the owl ones were pretty. Or I thought those S925 were prettier, or whatever. All right, here they are. These are prismatic, and I see blues, I see pinks, I see lavenders. These are going to be $7. These are spectacular prisms. When I was growing up, the only place you could find prismatic stuff was like at the Renaissance Festival. I love that now you can find it other places too. And at a craft booth at the Renaissance Festival, these were like anywhere from 20 to 50. So I love that I can now occasionally find these. And I also love that these reflect so many colors. They're going to go with what you're wearing. And these are going to be those earrings where people lean in and say, wait, can I look closer at your earrings? Can I see your earrings? Where did you get those earrings?
Yes, Lady B. Aren't they gorgeous? Oh,
Beautifully faceted. And as you move, the light is going to beam and sparkle on these. And I'll tell you this, as resellers, we see so much stuff. And I don't lightly say, oh, this is the best thing. That's the best thing. I may pick a best in one category, or I may preface it by saying, well, it's just my opinion. But so I would say about anybody's channel, because they can see the weight, they can see the details. Some stuff looks better on screen, some stuff looks better in real life. This is a thing that looks better in life. I mean, it looks okay on the screen, but it is breathtaking in real life. The screen really doesn't do it justice. Let me see if I can move it closer to the light. I think closer to the light, you might be able to see it better.
Aren't these gorgeous, you guys? Oh,
But is there anything else y'all want to see? Otherwise, we might make this the last item tonight. We'll be packing and invoicing on Wednesday, Thursday. I don't have any pop-ups on this Thursday, even though I had pop-ups the last 2 Thursdays. We didn't get too many views, although we did get a few sales. And I'm just kind of out of ideas. If y'all ever have an idea for a pop-up you would like, centered around merchandise that I do sell, don't say like, oh, let's have a pop-up of all knives, because that's not going to happen. But I got a couple kitchen knives, but you can't do 2 hours of something you don't have. But y'all let me know. I'm glad to organize pop-ups, and a lot of times Haley can fit it into her schedule to make a thumbnail. So otherwise, I will see you back on Saturday at 7 p.m. Sunday at 2 p.m. for the snack auction. And then on next Monday, we will be celebrating Columbus Day with a night of Belle's bonus buys. So thank y'all so much for tuning in tonight. Thank you, Jane, for co-hosting and running the chat. Thank you, Melissa, for making the list and checking it twice. And thank you all for viewing, chatting, being such great supporters. Thank you also to my members whose names are in green. So until I see you again, I say, laissez les bon temps rouler. Let the good times roll. Roll in your life. Roll in your heart. Roll in your soul. Roll on and on and on. May God bless y'all. Good night.